Finance YouTube has this really weird ability to make people who are doing actually pretty good financially feel like they're entirely broke. Like seriously, you could be investing consistently, paying your bills on time, automating your finances, maybe even entirely debt-free. And then some guy on YouTube is like, by the age of 24, I bought 3 duplexes and I own 17 vending machines and I make passive income from my toothbrush. I don't know why I wrote that. Then suddenly you're sitting there questioning why you even try. I've definitely felt that too. I've been in the finance space for a little while now, and sometimes it feels like no matter what, I'm still somehow behind. Even though like 95% of my finances are entirely automated, I'm debt-free, I'm investing consistently, and I'm on the path to retiring early without sacrificing the fun parts of life. In my opinion of what's fun, obviously. So today I wanted to give you a small sliver of hope because I genuinely think a lot of people are doing way better than they think they are. And if you can relate to even one of these signs, you're probably a lot more financially aware than you give yourself credit for. The first sign is that you pay your bills on time. Hear me out. During my financially ignorant years, even when I was drowning in debt and making questionable money decisions, I still somehow paid my bills on time. I didn't have as many bills back then that I do now, but for some reason those got handled. And it wasn't because I was financially disciplined, absolutely not, hence the debt. It was actually mainly fear. I wasn't scared of owing money later, apparently, because clearly the debt. But for example, I was terrified of like my phone service being cut off. Like imagine trying to live in today's world without a phone. That's like S tier difficulty. But looking back now, there was actually something important hidden in that like tiny behavior. Even when things were messy, I still understood responsibility on like a basic level. And if you're someone who always somehow finds a way to pay your bills, no matter what, here's a little mindset shift I want you to think about. Start treating yourself like a bill. Seriously, you already know how to pay Rogers, you already know how to pay Netflix, you already know how to pay Amazon Prime so you can watch The Boys. So why not pay yourself too? Even if it's small, 25 bucks. However small, whatever. Pay yourself first because future you is gonna need help, probably a lot of help. The next sign that you're doing all right financially is seriously pretty underrated. You're aware of your bill dates. That sounds simple, but think about it for a second. In the middle of all the chaos that life throws at you, you still have this little voice in the back of your head going, okay, Amazon's about to charge me. Phone bill comes out on Thursday. Insurance hits next week. That means you're paying attention on some level. You're not entirely asleep at the wheel. And trust me, a lot of people are very much asleep at the wheel. Awareness matters more than people think because before budgeting, or before investing, you need some sort of awareness. You can't improve something that you completely ignore. And honestly, half of personal finances is remembering a subscription exists before it punches your checking account in the throat. Now, here's where I think finance YouTube accidentally breaks people's brains a little bit. There is always someone richer, someone investing more, someone retiring earlier, someone being frugaler. And after a while, you start feeling being normal financially somehow means that you're failing. It's not true. It's actually false. If your finances are improving, your debt is lower than it used to be, if you're becoming more aware, that's progress, and progress matters way more than perfection, for real. The next sign that you're actually doing pretty well financially is you have little to no debt. Now, when I say little, I mean like relative to reality because debt feels different to everybody. To one person, $1,000 feels extremely overwhelming. To another person, $50,000 feels normal. And technically the average household debt in Canada is still pretty high. It's about $20,000. So if you've managed to keep your debt relatively low, that is a positive sign. It shows some level of control. Now, obviously, I still would love for you to get rid of it entirely. I'm sure you would too. We're not Richard Kawasaki moving millions of dollars of debt to make more millions of dollars. We're regular people. We're trying to like live because interest payments are basically a subscription for like stress. You don't need it. Credit card companies already have enough yachts. We do not need to keep funding them. But if your debt is manageable or at least shrinking, that's a win. Give yourself at least some credit for that. Preferably not another credit card, though. Now, before we get to the final sign, I wanted to just quickly say, like, try not to judge yourself too hard. Seriously, most people aren't failing financially. They're just comparing their reality life, their real life, to someone else's like financial highlight reel online. We're all trying. We all mess up. That's life. But here's what I want you to take away from this. Even if these signs help you realize you're doing better than you think you are, you still have to keep building on them. Financial peace usually doesn't happen from one massive life-changing moment like the lottery. It's usually just like a bunch of small, responsible decisions stacked on top of each other over and over again. I heard a quote recently that said, "If you're not changing, you're choosing." And after I heard that, I did one of these faces. That's the one. Because staying the same is a decision. If you enjoyed this video so far, consider clicking the like button and subscribing. It's free for now. Thank you. Now back to the final sign. And honestly, this one's a big one, is you have some sort of savings, any amount. Seriously, I think people massively underestimate how important this mindset shift is. Back in my debt prime, and when I say prime, I mean when I was like a financial dumbass, my version of saving money was basically just seeing how high I could get my checking account without immediately spending it. That was like my entire strategy. If I wanted the newest iPod or like some random gadget that I absolutely didn't need, I'd say, okay, I need $300. Then the second my checking account hit $300, I'd spend it, gone. Money evaporated immediately. It didn't matter that I had other responsibility. Like future me wasn't even a thought. But if you currently have money sitting in a savings, that means something important changed. It means you're thinking about future you, not just today you. And truthfully, one of the biggest mindset upgrades a person can have or make financially is thinking ahead. And if you want some one-on-one guidance from someone who eliminated 6 figures of debt without being completely boring, check out the link below. And I'll see you next week.